What's up guys, Dean here again with Team Debreu, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make $100 a day with Maxbounty and Twitter ads. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, if you're just tuning in with us today, I am going to be showing you guys how you can make $100 a day with running CPA offers from the Maxbounty affiliate network and using Twitter ads as paid traffic to get traffic to these offers. So I'm going to show you guys step by step the entire process that is taken that you need to go through to be ordered to promote these offers. So make sure you guys are paying attention. You don't want to miss any of the small details because then your campaigns might have some issues. So make sure you guys are paying attention, and let's go ahead and get started. So this is Maxbounty's homepage here. If you guys have never heard about Maxbounty before, they are one of the bigger affiliate networks that you could be a part of. It's pretty simple to get joined in with them. You do have to go through a small interview process with them in order to be approved, but for the most part, nothing too crazy, and I'm sure you guys can get accepted with a little bit of experience. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started and go into the dashboard. So I actually have it already pulled up here somewhere. Got all mixed up here. I think it's this one. There we go. So this is the offer that we're going to be promoting today. It's an offer for Australia. It's win a trip to Bali. So basically anyone can fill in this one-page form and win a chance to win a trip to Bali. So pretty broad interest. A lot of people obviously want to go on vacation. I'm sure a ton of people would be excited to go to Bali. So this is something that we're going to be promoting on Twitter today. And I'm going to show you guys step by step exactly how to do that. So let's just take a look at the offer here for just a second. So it looks like the offer is for $2.80 per lead. And we can do social, so that's good to go. There are no search restrictions, as you guys can see up here. If we go back up, it looks like it's open to anyone that lives in Australia as long as they are 18 plus. And it converts on single opt-in. There is no daily cap for this, so you can send as much traffic as you'd like. And it's mobile optimized, so that's always good. Let's take a look at the actual landing page itself. See if I can pull it up. I'm actually not in the, I'm not going to be able to pull it up. So what we'll do is we could take a look at it this way. It's just going to be like a little display. I'm sure it doesn't look like this on the actual landing page. Can I do it right here? Sometimes it'll do both. Nah. Oh, it did. 1 second. So that's what it looks like here. Pretty straightforward. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys step by step how the process goes in order to promote these offers. So in order to be able to promote a CPA offer on Twitter, much like Facebook ads and a lot of the other paid traffic sources, you can't direct link your affiliate offers to them. Plus, it's always a good idea to pre-warm or pre-qualify your traffic as well too, to get them in the motion of filling out information and just kind of getting them in that mindset of, hey, I'm about to win this trip. So to start this off, what we'll have to do is create a bridge page. That can be done multiple ways. There are some free ways. However, I definitely recommend either using ClickFunnels, which I'm going to use here today. It's very user-friendly, drag and drop kind of funnel builder. However, it is a paid resource, so you do have to keep that in mind. Ultimately, the best option is going to be with Amazon S3. And with you hosting your own landing pages, it's going to load extremely fast, which is going to come in handy when you're promoting the CPA offers. You don't want pages to load up, take a while to load up, and be kind of heavy. So you want to make sure that you have fast load speeds. That's going to keep people on the page, get it to them as quick as possible, and it's going to help you out overall with your campaigns. But for today, because of the time crunch, it does take a little bit to set up those Amazon web pages and everything. So today we're going to be using ClickFunnels. We have a ClickFunnels template and an Amazon template that you can find within the AFK form if you guys haven't already signed up. If you haven't, go ahead and sign up. Make sure you download those. Those will be definitely useful for you. They have been tested by tons and tons and tons of affiliate marketers within our courses that we teach within our masterminds and everything like that. So they have been tried, they have been tested, and they are working. So if you need to check them out, you can check them out there. I'm going to show you guys the template here now. So the template is this one here. As you guys can see, it's just a blank template. We're going to need to edit it ourselves. I've already grabbed some images off Google that I'm going to be sharing with you guys here today. And we're going to be putting this landing page together. But basically, so you guys understand the flow, the way that it works is someone is going to see our Twitter ad. If they like what we have to say, they're more interested in it, they're going to go ahead and click on that Twitter ad. It's going to bring them to this landing page that you see here that we're about to customize, where they will fill out these, where they will answer 2 questions. The first one being, how did you hear about this offer? Of course, we know they found it on Twitter. We want to make Twitter the best option, so we put that first. Once they click on Twitter, it's going to go to the second question, which is, where are you from? That's where we're going to need to edit the lander. So let's go ahead and do that now, because I don't think I have Australia as an option. So again, here's question 1. Here's question 2, where are you from? And I do have Australia. However, I always recommend, I always recommend that you put it first, just to make it easier for your audience. So you don't want them to have to sit here and look for it. You want to make it as easy as possible for them. That way, when they're going through the question, it's just boom, 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 and then they're on the answers where they actually need to fill it out for you to get paid. So now that we have the 2 questions set up, the next thing that we want to do while we're here is actually set up the outcomes. So the outcome is basically what's going to happen after these people go through the 2 questions. We want it to redirect and actually go to that Maxbounty offer. So I'm going to go ahead and hit outcomes. I'm going to hit default outcome. And then I'm going to go back to Maxbounty, where I'm going to build my tracking link. I'm going to choose social because this is going to be for Twitter. And I just need a raw link. Where did it go? Okay. I'm going to refresh because... Well, now you guys get to see me search for it. So I just search, and then I'm going to make it easy because I know what it is. I'm just going to type in trip. It's probably just like trip to Bali or something. There we go. All right, so let's build that tracking link again. Social, raw link. And here it is. I'm just going to copy it. And now we're going to go back to ClickFunnels. And I'm going to put it right here. Again, we're under outcomes now. Down here in the bottom right, you can add in your custom redirects. I just pasted mine right here. And obviously, as you can see, it is instant. You could do some of these other options, but we want it to redirect. So we're going to back out. And I'm going to go ahead and hit save just to make sure everything is saved. So now the big part of the landing page is done, the quiz. So now we can move on to a little bit more customization. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add an image right here. I've already found some images again on Google. As you can see here, I just typed in, I think like Bali wallpaper. I just typed in Bali, different things, you know, just to kind of find. And then let's go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and upload one of these here just to use as a logo. So as you guys can see, it kind of ties it in more. This is actually found on the actual landing page as well too, as you guys can see. So it kind of ties everything together really well. And then now we need a background. So to add the background, you go to settings. We're going to go to background. I'm going to do the same thing. And I've already uploaded an image of Bali, again, that I found from Google right through here. I'm just going to add it, hit back. I'm going to hit save. And now we're good. So we have this nice background, shows Bali in the background, win a trip to Bali, and then you can edit your own ad copy. I've already put it in here, get your dream vacation for free, answer the questions below to qualify. And so that's when they would go through it and eventually get to Maxbounty. So one last thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that we have the SEO metadata. So I'm going to go ahead and basically put this up there too. You could put up something else up there as well if you want it to be different. And if you guys don't know what this is, that is basically up here. So if someone is looking on a browser, The SEO metadata will pop up at the top of the tab. It'll also obviously help with search engine ranking, although you're really not going to deal with that too much because you aren't going to be trying to rank these funnels. These are just bridge pages. But if you were interested in using ClickFunnels, you can actually rank ClickFunnels ClickFunnels URL with SEO if you need it. However, that might be a little tough. So we have that all set up. Everything is set up with our landing page now. So I'm going to go ahead and hit back. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit, oh, I don't need this quite yet. So what we're going to need to do now, we'll just leave this here and we'll come back to it in just a second. Now what we need to do is we need to create an ad for Twitter itself. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I did that. What we usually recommend here is to use Canva. Canva is free. There are some paid options for you to get like some extra images, some extra icons, fonts, things like that. But overall, it is free. There's a lot of great resources that you can use with Canva. I use it for a lot of stuff. A lot of content creation is used on here. Today, we're going to be using it for a Twitter post. I just searched for a Twitter post within Canva, and you can see all these different templates that are already pre-made within Canva that you can use and kind of edit yourself. So I've already found one. I'm just going to show you guys a little bit more like all the different templates that they already have chosen. I think I accidentally clicked on it. Yeah. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And you guys just saw the ad that I made. So let me just go ahead and go over there. I kind of got the idea from this one. However, I didn't actually use this template. I chose another one, but it is pretty similar. And this is it. So basically, get a free trip to Bali, travel more, and then I just kind of put a little twist in there. It's our 25th anniversary. Get your dream vacation on us. So this is the image that I'm going to be using for our Twitter ads here today. It's pretty catchy. The only other thing that you might want to add is maybe a border or something to kind of break it up. And let's just kind of see how it looks. This will kind of be like more of a pattern break to kind of separate yourself from everyone else. That way when people are scrolling through their feeds, you don't look the same as everyone and you stand out a little bit more. So we could maybe do like a blue or a yellow. I kind of like yellow. We'll just go with that. Just going to download it. All right, so that's it. Again, travel more, get a free trip to Bali. It's our 25th anniversary. Get your dream vacation on us. So that's what we're going to use. Let's go ahead and actually start building out our Twitter ad campaign step by step. So let me go right over here. Once you have a Twitter account, you can set up to basically start advertising on Twitter. Once you get accepted, you'll be able to go into business.twitter.com and basically go into your Twitter ads manager like you would see normally with Facebook. Well, not like Facebook, but they have their own ads manager as well. If you want to know more about Twitter ads themselves, you can actually come over here as well. And it's going to break you down on all types of information, around general campaign setup, objectives, how to do your budget and targeting, how the overall ads manager works, and tons of information on just Twitter ads in general. So I definitely recommend going through and reading that. Sorry guys. Going through and reading all of that. But today we're going to go ahead and start with a Twitter ad. So I'm going to go to Twitter. And we're going to go ahead and start a website. We're going to do, well, let me just show you all these. So these are all the different objectives that you can do. So you can do tweet engagements, promoted video views if you're doing videos. You can just kind of gain awareness on your brand or yourself. You can gain followers, app re-engagements, app installs, and website clicks and conversions, which we're going to be doing here today. So for the campaign name, I am just going to put 21 plus, even though I think it said 18, right? No, let's just do 21 plus. 18 plus. Now this daily budget right here is your overall campaign budget. So if you're only running one ad, you can put it in here. Now if you're running two ads, one second here. right. So let's say, for example, that offer was, what was it? 280, I think. I think it was 280, which would be 840 after 280. Yeah, so that would be 840 if you were running one ad set. So, like I said, this is going to be for your campaign, not your ad set. So if you're running 2 ad sets in your campaign, this would obviously be times 2 that you would need to do. So it'd be like 16 or 17 something that you would do for 2 ad sets. And every ad set that you would do, obviously you're going to add another 842. So that's the difference in this and the ad set that I'm going to show you in a minute. You have your start date and your end date. Usually I always start my campaigns at midnight. That way I get a full 24 hours of testing from midnight to midnight the next day. And then we're going to go ahead and hit next. If you want to do a total budget for your overall campaign, let's say you only have $100 to spend for your campaign, you could put $100 right here where it says, and it'll just stop at $100. And it says you'll never spend more than this total amount for your campaign. So we're going to go ahead and hit next. And don't worry about this up here if you see this. We'll do this later on. Actually, I need to go back. Sorry about that, guys. Let me go back over here. Campaign details. I want to rename this. So this is going to be, we're just going to do female for right now. I always recommend separating male and female. That way you can test and see which one converts better. So we're going to do 18 plus female. This is for Australia. This is on Maxbounty. And it is trip to Bali. That way you know a little bit how to, you know what's going on here. So it doesn't have to be exactly like this, guys. This is how I break it down. Although most of the time I do put the country first. But whatever, you know, works for you, whatever is going to help you remember what's going on here. That way you, when you're running, you know, 10, 15, 20 different campaigns, then you'll be able to, you know, separate them and understand what's going on. So let me go ahead and hit next now that I've got that. Now we're going to do the ad group itself. So this is going to be for all the different types of targeting and everything. This is going to be, I'm just going to put the same thing. Australia, 18 plus, female. This is going to be for Maxbounty, and trip to Bali. This is the ad group. So this is the specific group that you would be doing if, like how I said earlier, if you're doing more than one group, you would need to double that originally one for your overall campaign. This is specifically for the ad group itself, so the ad set. So each ad set you would be running should be the 840 because that is 3 times the payout. We go by the 3-day rule here. So that's 3 times the payout for 3 days. If after 3 days you are profitable, you're going to go ahead and start scaling that campaign. If you are not profitable, you kill it. And break even is not profitable. So if you break even, you can maybe kind of keep it, let it run it. You know, run it for a few more days if you'd like. But you know, if it's not profitable, it's not profitable. Bid type, you can do automatic, target, and a maximum bid. I would recommend eventually actually testing all of these and seeing which one works best for you. However, today we're just going to set up as an automatic bid. We're going to let Twitter do all the optimizing for that and let us know, kind of give us the best results, at least in their eyes. And then what I would recommend is actually running another ad set and doing it where you can kind of target and set your own CPC and go from there. Here are just some measurement options. We're going to leave those alone for now and go ahead and hit next. Up here, if you have already created some custom audiences, you could go through and search for these custom audiences here and reset them up. We don't have any custom audiences, so we're going to go ahead and keep going on with this today. We did women. It is not all age ranges because age ranges on Twitter start at 13 and up. So we want to make sure we have 18 and up. If you wanted to separate, which I would also recommend later on, by age group, if you need to, you could separate from 18 to 24, 34, all these different age group breakdowns that you can do here. And we need to change this because we are not running this in the United States. We are running this in Australia. And we're going to go ahead and hit add. And as you can see, that puts it over here. And keywords. So the keywords for this are pretty cool. You can do a bunch of things with Twitter. Basically, all of their ads work off of just like keywords really and like interests. So for this, we could probably put in like Bali, you know, or we could put in something like travel, maybe just overall travel. People interested in traveling would do it. And yeah, I think what you want to do though, obviously, is you want to do these one at a time. Don't put a bunch in here unless you're in maybe a location where there's not a lot of like a big audience and you need to make it bigger. I really wouldn't recommend adding a bunch of keywords at once. You know, you really want to test out one keyword at a time. So I'll just leave it as Bali or let's just do travel. I feel like travel would probably be a better one. So I'm going to hit that. I hit add. As you can see, it's down here. And then just so I know what I'm doing, I want to go back to the group details really quick just so I can edit what my targeting is. So I'm going to put in travel right here just so I know. Then I'll go back and make sure, yep, we're good. Travel's still there. We're going to leave that the same. Go ahead and hit next. All right. And then now we're going to go ahead and choose a post. So let me go ahead and pause this real quick. All right, sorry about that, guys. So I had to go tweet real quick on my profile. So what I'll do now, I didn't have any tweets on there because this was a new Twitter account, so I have to go ahead and redo that. I didn't have that set up yet. Eventually, you'll actually be able to post. There'll be a button right here in between these two where you actually can post at the same time. But because this is a new Twitter account and the payment method is still getting basically approved, it's not on there yet. So you have to do it a different way. So I went ahead and just posted it, and then you can just make sure you're under organic tweets and hit post. And as you can see, it just updated right now. So you just choose it. And we're going to go ahead and hit next. Oh, actually, sorry, I didn't finish with this. So now we need to do the ad categories. So ad categories, this is used by Twitter's supply partners within the Twitter audience platform to determine which ads will show in their sites. This does not affect targeting. Choosing multiple categories will limit your scale. So I'm just going to put travel in there right now and just leave that as is. Let's see, maybe add Bali. Is Bali an option? No. What about vacation? No. So we'll just leave travel. That's cool. That's fine with me. And then I'm going to put my domain. This isn't the domain that you put for your URL. This is just more like a root domain. All right. So once you have the the tweet selected over here, and again, you can hover over it. You can see a little preview of it right here. You can also, once you have it selected, you can click preview. You can see a web version. You can see Android. You can see iOS, Twitter, all these different things right here. And really, this is good to go because we went ahead and added all the details over here. So as soon as we hit next, it'll go away. One last thing, guys, is also make sure, obviously, in your tweet that you post, make sure you have your domain in there that you are going to be doing for your ClickFunnels landing page. So that's where we would go ahead and come back over to ClickFunnels and add this one here. I would either shorten it with Twitter's link shortening system, or use Bitly to shorten it. That way you can go ahead and add your URL to your actual post of the ad that we just created. So you don't upload the creatives into Twitter like you do with some of the other ones. You're going to have to create the post itself, or after you get your payment method provided, there will be a button where you can upload an image and do like a post that doesn't get posted to your actual account. But you have to have your payment method approved first, basically. So we have that there. Where am I at? Where am I at? Where am I at? Oh, here we are. So yeah, just make sure you add your URL to your actual post, and then you just hit launch campaign. And if you don't have a credit card set up in here, you'll have to add one in here. We don't have ours in here quite yet because, again, like I said, this is one of our test accounts. It's not our actual Twitter account that we use every single day. So once you guys get that fund set up in there, you'll be able to start running your Twitter ads every single day. You'll be able to test out different ad sets. That's really the key here, guys, to really make up to that $100 a day, is you want to test out different interests on Twitter using different keywords, different interests, and you want to find one that is profitable. Once you found one that is profitable, that is passing a 3-day rule, that's when you're going to go ahead and start scaling it.
Are you struggling with your affiliate marketing business or want to take things to the next level? Allow me to introduce you to Dijs University. Dijs University is the #1 affiliate marketing training platform in the world. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced affiliate marketer, Dijs University offers you thousands of different videos with topics such as Facebook, volume, adplexity, and many more of your favorite topics. Step by step, you will learn the secret super affiliate ways to get the most out of each traffic source. Dominate each vertical with our detailed quick start guides. Are you ready to get started? Click the link in the description to sign up today.